She's not the love of our life. It's so empty without Kelly, who is now telling me if I have new messages. Well, now we do the Tali quest. Ugh, going to be rough with all my crew gone. She's not, but complains a lot. So we have, of course, to take Tali. Let's stay with the dark theme here. And I will take Garrus. Alright, let's go.
This is Talizora Vasnima Naraya, requesting permission to dock with the Raya.
Our system has your ship flagged as Cerberus. Verify.
After time adrift among open stars, along tides of light and through shoals of dust, I will return to where I began.
Permission granted. Welcome home, Talizora.
We'd like a security and quarantine team to meet us. Our ship is not clean.
Understood. Approach exterior docking cradle 17.
Captain Shepard, Talizora told me a lot about you. I wish we could be meeting under more pleasant circumstances.
I've never actually reached the rank of captain. Technically, I'm no longer in the Alliance military at all.
You're the commander of the Normandy, responsible for the lives aborted. That entitles you to respect among our people. May you stand between your crew and harm as you lead them through the empty quarters of the stars.
Keela Salai. It's an old ship captain's blessing, Shepard.
Tali helped the Normandy's crew out of many difficult situations. I'm here to return the favor.
I understand. As the commander of the vessel she serves on, your voice carries weight. I wish I could do more to help, Tali. The trial requires that I be officially neutral, but I'm here if you need to talk. They're charging you with bringing active Geth into the fleet as part of a secret project.
That's insane. I never brought active Geth aboard. I only sent parts and pieces.
You sent Geth materials back to the migrant fleet?
Yes, my father was working on a project. He needed the materials. If I sent back something that was only damaged, not permanently inactive, no, I checked everything. I was careful.
Technically, I'm under orders to place Talizora under arrest pending the hearing. So, Tali, you're confined to this ship until this trial is over.
Thank you, Captain.
Preparations got underway as soon as you arrived. The hearing's being held in the Garden Plaza. Good luck.
Okay.
You should speak with Admiral Ra. She's waiting for you up ahead.
I can't believe they're charging Talizora with such a thing.
If Talizora can't even get a Quarian captain to stand for her, she's as good as convicted.
Talizora vas Normandy. I am glad you came. I could delay them only so long.
Auntie Ron, Shepard vas Normandy, this is Admiral Shalaran vas Tonbe. She's a friend of my father's. Wait, Ron, you called me vas Normandy.
I'm afraid I did, Tali. The Admiralty Board moved to have you tried under that name, given your departure from the Nima.
Okay.
You're an admiral. Does that mean you're one of the judges?
I'm afraid not. My history with Tali and her father forced me to recuse myself.
I imagine father had to do the same.
You'll see inside, Tali. For my part, I moderate and ensure that the rules of protocol are followed, but I have no vote in the judgment.
Why does her name matter?
I take it being associated with a human ship is a bad sign.
They stripped me of my ship name. That's as good as declaring me exiled already.
It's not over yet, Tali. You have friends who still know you as Talizora Vasnima. Whatever we must call you legally.
Well, we should
I guess
go
we should
in
get
them.
started. Does Tali have a defense counselor? Someone who speaks for her side.
Indeed, she does, Captain Shepard. She is part of your crew now, recognized by Quarian law. And remember, an accused is always represented by his or her ship's captain.
So, you would actually speak for my defense?
So some German to watch this evening. Yes, fireworks, welcome. Sure, I'm
I'll do
honored.
everything in my power to help you, Tali.
Thank you, Shepard. I could not ask for a better counselor.
Our legal rules are simple. There are no legal tricks or political loopholes for you to worry about. Present the truth as best you can. It will have to be enough. Now come. I promised that I would not delay you.
But also fireworks, I'm not
This
German
campaign is
anymore,
brought to order.
I'm Swedish.
Blessed are
everyone
the
knows. I'm a
ancestors who
Swede.
kept us alive,
I'm a Swede.
sustained us, and enabled us to reach this season. Keep us alive. The accused Talis of West Normandy has come with her captain to defend herself against a charge of treason.
Objection! A human has no business at a hearing involving such sensitive military matters.
Then you should not have declared Tali crew of the Normandy, Admiral Chorus. By right as Tali's captain, Shepard must stay.
Your computer doesn't do Swedish.
Objection withdrawn.
Shepard West Normandy. Your crew member
I
Tali
didn't see
Zora
the
stands accused of
Swedish
treason.
game, of
Will
course,
you
because
speak
I
for her?
watched the German. But in hindsight, I should have watched my own nation, Sweden. It's my pleasure.
If it helps Tali, I will. But in her heart, she remains Tali Zora Vasnima, a proud member of the migrant fleet. I regret that her captain is forbidden to stand at her side today.
Nobody has been forbidden from anything. It is a simple...
Lie to them if you must, Zalcoris, but don't lie to me and expect me to stay silent. The human is right.
Ha!
Admirals, please. Shepard's willingness to represent Tali Zora in this hearing is appreciated. Tali, you're accused of bringing active guests to the migrant fleet. What say you?
How could Tali have brought Geth to the fleet while serving on the Normandy?
To clarify, Shepard, Tali isn't accused of bringing back entire units, only parts that could spontaneously reactivate.
But I would never send active Geth to the fleet. Everything I sent was disabled and harmless.
Then explain how Geth seized the lab ship where your father was working.
Oh! Who's that guy on the poster on your wall?
What are you
That's
talking
the Joker.
about? What happened?
As
It's a
far
game
as we
poster.
can tell, Tali, the
From
Geth have
Batman
killed
Arkham
everyone
Origins.
on the Alarai. Your father included.
What? Oh, Keela.
We need to help.
I appreciate the need for this trial, Admirals. But right now, our first concern must be the safety of the migrant fleet. The Normandy stands ready to assist in whatever capacity
It could be kind of hard to
necessary.
tell.
Thank you. Quarian strike teams have attempted to retake the ship, so far without success.
Shepard, we have to take back the Alarai.
Yes,
Safest
we have to do
course
that.
would be to simply destroy the ship. But if you are looking for an honorable death instead of exile...
I'm looking for my father, you Boshtet!
You intend to retake the Alarai from the Geth? This proposal is extremely dangerous.
With your permission, Admirals, yes. The good of the
Oh,
fleet
we're
must come
fighting
first.
Geth.
And Tali needs to find her father.
Agreed. And if you die on this worthy mission, Tali, we will see that your name is cleared of these charges.
We can discuss that later.
Then it is decided. You will attempt to retake the Alarai. You are hereby given leave to depart the Raya. A shuttle will be waiting at the secondary docking hangar. Be safe, Tali. This hearing will resume upon your return, or upon determination that you have been killed in action.
Let's get to work.
Thank you for agreeing to take back the Alarai, Shepard. The Admiral sounds sure that my father is already dead, but... I don't know. We won't know anything until we get there.
Are you alright?
How are you holding up? They just threw a lot of fire at you, even before telling you about your father.
I knew this would be bad, but I guess you're never really prepared to be charged with treason. And my father, I don't know. He could still be alive. They don't know for certain that he's dead. I just don't know, Shepard, and I need to find out.
Should we talk to people?
Is there anyone here you want to talk to before we go?
We can talk with the Admirals. It might help us to see what their viewpoints are.
Okay.
But I doubt we'll change anyone's mind by talking to them privately.
Let's go.
Right. The sooner we get to the Alarai, the sooner we'll know what happened.
Shepard, the secondary docking hangar is through the conclave chamber where you are now. The shuttle they have provided is unarmed.
Understood.
Oh, there's Carl Rieger, the one we saved early on.
Carl Rieger.
Shepard, Talizora.
How is it?
Good to see you both. Wish you were under better circumstance.
What did they get from our readings?
Damnedest things, just like they said. No way the sun on Haystrom should have been acting that way.
So that dark energy theory is right. That's troubling.
Can't really comment on that, ma'am. I just shoot things.
What are you doing aboard the Raya? It sounds like you gave your report to the Admiralty already.
Well, stayed to argue the charges against Talizora. I've served with her and she deserves better than what she's getting.
Thanks, Carl.
Just stating facts, ma'am.
Can you help somehow?
Have you had any luck talking to the Admiralty board?
Admiral Ron asked my opinion about the Geth since I'd fought on Haystrom. She and Admiral Garrel are hoping you'll kill a bunch of Geth to get the crowd on your side, then find evidence to clear your name. They were hesitant, but, well, you didn't have many other options, ma'am. I recommended getting you onto the Alarai. I hope you can handle it.
You did the right thing. Thank you.
You said that your mission had something to do with dark energy?
Right. Remember the damn sun on Haystrom? Shorted out everything. Way too much radiation? The sun's getting old. Only it's not. Dark energy. It's reducing the mass of the star's interior. Techs are worried.
Did the Geth do this?
Do you think the Geth are responsible for what's happening to Haystrom's sun?
Keela, I hope not. If they can screw up a star, our chances in war are even worse than I thought.
I don't think this is the Geth. It would take massive time and resources to affect a star like this deliberately. It's too inefficient to be a weapon, and even the Geth wouldn't destroy a useful star system. Besides, they didn't show up until we did.
Yeah, hope you're right, man. Synthetic bastards are bad enough as it is.
What does that dark energy buildup mean? Is it something we should worry about?
Sorry, Shepard, I don't know what it means. Just that it has the scientists worried.
Hopefully it's isolated, some rare phenomenon. If dark energy can destabilize solar material. Probably not something to worry about now. But resources in this galaxy are scarce enough without stars suddenly going dead.
Some days I think flying around in the fleet without a planet of our own is the right idea.
How's your health going? Are you back at 100%?
Have you been, Rieger? You took kind of a beating on Haystrom.
Physical damage wasn't bad. I was down for about a week with infection, though. Figure I got off easy. I don't have to face those admirals.
With your immune systems, it couldn't be easy for Quarians to fight a war. You'd lose more people to infection than injury.
We can't afford a frontline attack, that's for sure. Have to fight smart. Ideally from orbit.
We do have stockpiles of antibiotics. It's not as though everyone would die from a single shot.
No, Shepard's right. You've only seen our strike ops tally. Don't have all the fancy equipment in a frontline fight. Supplies get strained. Things get ugly, fast.
Makes sense.
We should get going.
Let's see if there are more people to talk to. There's Admiral Zen.
Talizora, given the circumstances, are you certain that speaking to me is appropriate?
I'm looking for information about the Alarai. I don't intend to bribe you in the middle of the plaza, Admiral.
Pleasure to meet you, Commander Shepard. We owe you a debt of gratitude for your actions against the Geth.
Well, you owe Tali too.
Tali was with me. Saren and the Geth would have destroyed us all without her help.
Your political machinations are transparent, Commander. They are also unnecessary. If you and your father were actually experimenting on active Geth subjects, then you are simply idiots. No reason to waste resources on a trial.
Jeez.
If not, then this was a tragic accident in the pursuit of a higher cause. Again, no trial is needed to determine that.
So tell me about the lab ship.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Little. We detected several communication signatures before the Geth jammed the comm systems. Given the likely networked intelligence requirements for taking over a ship, expect between 10 and 50 units.
Then this can't have anything to do with me. I only sent parts and pieces, and certainly not enough to make that many Geth.
Okay. So, opinions on the Geth?
Sounds like your ideas about synthetics are in the minority.
Yes, at least on the Admiralty board, Hangerel sees an enemy that must be crushed. Zalcorus would run away and hide on some new colony world. Shalaran is still undecided. I had thought Rael to be firmly in Han's camp, but if his experiments were on active Geth, perhaps we have ideas in common.
How does that change things?
If we don't find Rael alive on the Alarai, what do you think will happen?
The power balance will be disrupted. Han loses a vote for his foolish and self-destructive war. That would favor peace then, as Shalaran is too careful to risk her own neck.
Interesting.
But if the Admiral replacing Rael agrees with me, things could become very exciting.
So you think Rael was right?
You support experiments on living creatures.
Rael should have felt no more guilt experimenting on Geth than I did while performing surgery on a childhood toy.
The fact that you performed surgery on your childhood toys explains a great deal, Admiral.
A ship travels faster than I can. With the right programming, it can choose locations, even defend itself when attacked. But it is just a machine. It was built for the sole purpose of serving its master, and it can be dismantled whenever its master desires.
Okay, you show quite the lack of interest in the trial.
If you're not interested in this trial, why not recuse yourself?
And let that aging warship Hangerel and the cowardly Zalcorus be the ones to chart this course? I think not. The broader purpose underlying the trial is too important. Talizora is only peripherally related. No offense intended.
And what is the true purpose of this trial, Admiral?
Yeah, I thought about doing this,
Their
Dante.
past mistakes
Thought
or
about it.
reclaim their glory using our natural affinity for artificial intelligence.
So the only reason you care about this is because Rael might have learned something valuable from the Geth.
Indeed. If he has, then even in this accident we may find something worthwhile.
You want to create new AIs?
No, Talizora. I wish to return the Geth to the control of their rightful masters, the Quarian race.
Interesting.
You're insane.
Thank you for the information.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Commander.
Well, not really not likewise, but what about Vitor?
Shepard, how did you get onto the Raya?
Shepard is here to help me with my trial.
Oh yes, I heard about
Oh,
that.
that is the one from the very first
you didn't
mission.
really do what they said you did.
No, Vitor. I would never endanger the fleet.
Oh, well, good. So, can I help you with anything? I mean, probably not, but you helped me.
Tali could use some friends right now. Would you be willing to tell the Admirals how she helped you?
No, I mean, yes, but I already did. They came to see me. I didn't want to talk in a crowd.
Vitor is doing well, but he isn't ready for a public speech just
I
yet.
understand.
I talked to them. So did that soldier, Cal Rieger. We both told them about how you helped us. I hope it helped.
Okay,
I'm
good.
sure it did, Vitor. Thank you.
Do you have any more
Do
information?
you remember anything else about the Collectors? Anything at all?
Nothing new. I'm sorry. Every time I go back to that place in my mind, I
Vitor, come back. It's okay.
I want to help, but I can't. I didn't see anything, and what I remember...
Don't worry, Vitor. We're going to find the things that did this, and we're going to kill them.
Yes.
Good. Thank you.
Well, I hope you
Take
feel
care
better.
of yourself, Vitor. Not many could have gone through what you did and come out sane.
I know. I didn't. But thank you, Commander. It's only because of your help that I've come this far.
Okay.
Shepard spoke well to the admirals.
Thank you. Shalaran.
You set me up, Shala. You told Captain Donna not to say anything? I don't hear that my father may be dead until I'm in the trial? Why?
The admirals needed to hear the shock in your voice, Tali. Otherwise, they might not have let you try to retake the Alarai. That is your best chance at recovering evidence that can exonerate you. I am sorry. We cannot afford sensitivity, Tali.
You went a little
I know
too
you're
far.
trying to help her, Admiral, but that was over the line.
She has nobody else to speak for her, Shepard. I am doing everything in my power. That's what her father would have wanted.
Don't say it like that. He could still be alive on that ship.
You should get to the Alarai soon. Is there anything else I can tell you?
Can you tell me about the lab ship?
What can you tell us about the Alarai?
Not much, I'm afraid. Real Zora only said that he was researching new defense technology.
He told me only that he needed any Geth parts or pieces I found. I assumed he was testing weapons on Geth components.
We knew nothing until the Alarai sent a distress signal, then went dead. We didn't even know about the Geth until a boarding team was attacked.
So we basically have no idea.
You're saying there's no data about the inside of the ship?
That's exactly what I am saying.
Damn
The
it.
Marines who survived and escaped saw bodies in the halls. We must assume the worst.
No, we don't.
So what is your relationship to Rael Zora?
How long have you known Talis' family?
Since before Real was an admiral. 25 or 30 years, I'd guess. I was there when Tali was born. Her mother and I had synced up our suits so we could be in the same open-air room. I was sick for a week, but it was worth it. I was the one who took Tali from her mother and put her in the bubble. She cried so hard.
What kind of bubble?
I don't understand. You put your children in bubbles?
Environmental units. It's a step between relying on the mother's immune system through nursing and getting a suit of one's own.
The bubbles let parents take their children out of the clean rooms safely. We don't wear suits until adolescence.
There's a celebration when a child gets her first suit. It's a coming of age.
Interesting. So, what about Tali's father?
I'm not hearing much about Rael's involvement in Tali's life.
It's difficult to explain. I shouldn't.
It's all right, Anshala. No secrets between shipmates. I think I told Shepard about my father.
If you say so. Real was committed to the Quarian cause. That didn't leave him a lot of time for his family. He wanted to give Tali and her mother the home world, or a strong fleet at least. That was how he showed his love.
Okay, necessary evidence.
What kind of evidence will carry weight with the admirals?
Tali, you admitted to sending Geth parts to your father for his project.
Yes, but never anything that could have come back online on its own. I took every possible precaution.
Then find records of your shipment and experiments. Something
Okay,
that proves you were careful.
We will have to do that.
Something that proves that this is all just a terrible accident that nobody could have foreseen.
So what about all the infighting between the
There
admirals?
seem to be some other arguments going on among the admirals.
You caught that? Yes, the Geth's presence makes this...
I caught that, of course.
The
We're
Admiralty
yelling at
Board
each
is
other.
trying to determine whether to focus on colonial development or attempt to retake the home world.
You're thinking of war? With the Geth?
I am not, Tali, but others are.
That's a pretty bad
I know
idea.
the migrant fleet is formidable, but even you can't take on the Geth.
We grow tired of wandering the stars, Shepard. We want our world back.
Someone, you don't
We
believe
have
it's
paid
an
enough for
accident?
our
Yeah, well,
mistake.
we will
I'm
have
not
to
giving
find
you
out,
my
and it
opinion.
will be quite
I'm
tough,
telling you
because
which
it
way
seems
the
like
wind
the
is
ship
blowing.
is now taken over by the Geth, and somehow, someone, in any way, something must have activated those Geth. So, something is afoot, but we don't know what. I trust Tali that she is very cautious, and she always has the well-being of the migrant fleet in her mind as well. So I would assume that she didn't do anything wrong, but that somebody had to do something wrong, or something had to gone wrong. So the Geth have multiple
The
groups.
Geth situation isn't as simple as you think. Not all of them worship the Reapers.
I don't think the other admirals would care about that. They want the home world back, and they want all Geth destroyed.
Shala, don't you want to see us retake the
who
whole
Tali
world?
is, I love
I
it.
don't think it
Tali is great.
Tali, but it may not be about what I think.
We
Okay,
should move on.
Good luck on the Alarai.
thank you. So Admiral Garal,
Tali, I'm glad Admiral Ran got you leave to hit the Alarai. Hopefully you'll find something that clears your name.
I found the
more
Quarians
concerned
very
with finding
interesting
my
at the
father,
race.
Admiral.
I don't
I
know
wish
what
you
it is,
luck.
but I
Blow
like
up
their
some
whole
Geth on the
dynamic
way. And your
that
Captain
they
Shepard,
that they had to leave their
Admiral
home
Hangal
planet
Vaslima.
now
You got Admiral Corris backing
are
up
living
worse than
for
a crowded
generations on the
toilet.
ship.
I'm glad to
Their
see
immune
Tali's captain
systems,
knows how to
due to
handle a
the
courtroom.
sterile environment, are heavily weakened. So they have to wear these suits, but they're still trying to recapture their homeworld. So are you on
I get
Talis'
the
side?
sense you're inclined to believe the defense. I'm glad one of the judges is.
If you were only giving Rail inactive equipment for weapons tests, I've got no problem. We need to test weapons against Geth material. I know you and your father. You put too much of yourselves into this fleet to do anything to jeopardize our safety. And you're both smart enough not to make mistakes like the ones they're saying you made.
So can you tell me more about the lab ship?
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Nothing good. We sent some of our best Marines into that hellhole. Damn few made it back. Whatever Rail was doing, it blew up in his face. A ship is crawling with Geth. Don't go in expecting survivors.
Admiral, my father, your friend, is on that ship.
I know that, Tali. But if Shala hadn't suggested you might volunteer, we'd already have destroyed the Alarai. That's where we stand.
Okay, what about the other admirals?
Can you tell me about the other admirals? Anything that might help me change their minds about Tali?
The one you didn't recognize, Tali, is Admiral Zen. She's on the fence. She takes fleet safety very seriously. On the other hand, she's always been in favor of studying the Geth. I hope she sees the benefits of Rail's research. Admiral Corris is the same whining suit-wetter he always was.
You disagree with Admiral Corus's policies, I'm guessing. Or is it personal?
The man is a damn Geth apologist. Thinks we were wrong to try to destroy them centuries ago. He wants us to search for new colony possibilities instead of taking back the home world. Any research on the Geth makes him angry. You don't have much of a chance with him, I'm afraid.
Interesting. So what is your history with Tali's father?
You and Tali's father go back a long ways?
We served together on the gunship Yaska during a bad Batarian raid. We were kids, serving pre-pilgrimage as trainees. Crew of 10, and 6 were dead. Kinetic barriers were down. Rail and I were alone on the bridge, and the Batarians had drawn off a tramp freighter.
So what happened?
Did you save the freighter?
Our ship was under orders to hold position.
Alright, Crafty, have a good night. Thank you for stopping by.
underage.
Thank you for lurking.
Can't charge us
Sleep
for breaking
well.
formation. They
See
took
you
the
soon.
helm, I took weapons, and we brought that freighter back. The crew called us heroes. The brass called us idiots. They slapped medals on our suits, then kicked us off to pilgrimage a bit earlier than usual. That's Rail for you.
And what about the info?
Sounds like we're dealing with more politics than just Tali bringing back equipment.
You noticed that, did you? Tali's father wasn't just running weapons tests on the Geth for fun. He was looking for something to give us an edge when we attacked the Geth in full-scale war.
I know father wanted to retake the homeworld someday, but are we that close?
I don't know, kid. We almost had the votes. We just need to give people hope for victory.
Well, that is a very risky proposition.
I hope the Quarian people find some place to live, Admiral. But it sounds like you're playing with fire.
We're too comfortable now, Shepard. We've got the largest fleet in the galaxy and we just ride around doing nothing.
We might need that fleet to help fight the Reapers, Admiral.
Then we need a world to shelter our non-combatants while we do it.
The Geth on your homeworld aren't the same ones who worked with Saren. They have different factions.
Good. Maybe some of them will kill each other. Fewer for us to deal with.
Okay.
The only Geth that matter to me are the ones that took away our world.
This whole mission gives very interesting
Thank you, Admiral.
dialogue if you take Legion with you, of course, taking a Geth on their home ship. I thought about doing that, but decided against it.
Judging by your ability to play to a crowd, human, I have done Talia a favor by stripping Vas Nima from her
Thank you
name.
for the auto host,
Commander
Christopher.
Shepard, this is Admiral Zalcoris Vas Quib.
Quib?
Do not ask about the name.
I take no pleasure in this, Tali, truly.
I will have to ask about the
Gravely
Quib.
endangered and dishonored our fleet.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Only that you should have let us destroy it. When we find the evidence of what Tali and her father did there, any hope of convincing the other admirals will die.
I did not bring active Geth to the Alarai, Admiral. I know how dangerous that would be. I only brought pieces.
The captured ship with its crew slaughtered by living beings in pain belies your argument.
why do you dislike
What exactly
Tali?
is your problem with my crew member, Admiral?
I respect Tali immensely. Her actions against Saren are to be lauded. But like her father, she wants nothing but the destruction of the Geth. The people we created.
Typical upper class
The
Brit
Geth
snuff.
drove us from our homeworld.
Of course they did. We tried to kill them.
Those are some interesting conversations, though. The relationship between the Geth and the Quarians is quite difficult because, yes, the Quarians hate the Geth because they created the Geth as an AI, and later the AI went rogue and kicked the Quarians off the homeworld. However, the Quarians first attacked the Geth to provoke that, so it's kind of a difficult thing to navigate, and we will learn more about that. So for now I won't take anything away from that, but it is an interesting topic. Yeah, exactly, Dante. That's what I thought as well.
You and the other admirals appear to have some disagreements beyond Tali's trial.
You are correct. Tali, I apologize for it being brought into your proceedings. The other admirals are pushing for war. Rael Zora was researching new weapons to use against the Geth. They would see our fleet destroyed in the skies over our homeworld, rather than find a new colony and adapt.
So you favor peace?
Can the Quarians coexist with the Geth after all your history?
I don't know. We all deserve to find out. They are our children.
So he is quite the prick. However, his idea is a peaceful idea. He wants to coexist with the Geth instead of just blindly attacking
experiments you helped enable, Talizora. I believe this message needs to be sent.
I understand, Admiral. I do not agree with you, but I understand.
So what about the Quib Quib?
You have a ship named Quib Quib?
Oh, here we go.
Our people have, during difficult periods, purchased pre-owned vessels from other cultures, and have, on occasion, had difficulty altering the ship's registry information. The citizens of these foreign-named ships have borne the stigma of these names with grace and honor.
If it bothers you, maybe you should find another ship.
I've occasionally entertained the idea of requesting a transfer. Something with a nice, respectable name, like the Defrons or the Ictomy. But I am proud of the Quib Quib. And I will not flee because of petty insults.
We should move on.
Goodbye, Talizora. Be well.
I'm surprised to hear you say that.
I don't hate you, Tali. I just think your father's plans for war were wrong.
Interesting. So we will learn more about that later on. And also during this mission, a little bit.
The human can work a crowd, I'll admit that much.
If anyone can
So that is the shuttle guard that will bring us to the Alarai to see what's going on there with the Geth and Tali's father and what happened there. So I hope we can find some evidence to clear Tali's name. However, before I will do that, I will take a very short break and then we continue helping Tali. So I will be right back. Stick around. Don't leave me. Did I scare you? I hope so. That was my plan. But now, let's continue with some Mass Effect and continue with helping Talis Vas Normandy.
Talis Vas Nima. Oh, sorry. I mean Vas Normandy.
No offense taken. The change in name was not my choice.
Per Admiral Rand's orders, the shuttle is prepared for you and Captain Shepard Vas Normandy.
Do you know what's over there?
Can you tell us anything about what we'll find on the Alarai?
I'm afraid I don't know much.
Let's get on with this.
Not many Marines made it back from the initial assault. They talked about massive waves of Geth, though. More than there should have been.
There shouldn't have been any at all.
Right. I mean that they're afraid the Geth are building or repairing more of themselves from materials on the Alarai.
Okay, we're
Let's
ready.
head to the Alarai.
Of course.
Let's kick some robot ass.
Good luck with those Geth, Talizora. Kira Selai.
Kira Selai. Okay, we're going in hot. Oh, Geth troopers.
Hostile spotted.
So, we can confirm Geth are here. So much we know now.
They're all yours, Tutika.
First time real combat today. I just realized. The other missions were pretty much without combat. Whoa, those are a lot of Geth. Something went wrong here. Well, we just Gethed the hell in here. So there's that. That's why. Let's first access the laptop, get some credits, play the quarry and lock.
Down the systems. We're taking down the firewalls to rebalance load distribution. Railzora ordered us to bypass standard safeties.
Don't get
Following
angry.
Security protocols will take too long.
Get over it, physics. Oh, Hacker Sambo! For the first time today as well. Exciting. Super exciting. Alright, Fizz.
This is one of the storage units I sent to Father. Looks like parts from a disabled repair drone, plus a reflex algorithm that I didn't recognize. I got this on Haystrom.
What made a part worth sending back to your father?
It had to be in working order, something that could be analyzed and integrated into other technology. Anything new had priority. Technology the Geth had developed themselves. Signs of modification. Clues to their thinking.
How did you get these things to your father?
Sometimes I left packages at secure drops in civilized areas. Someone on pilgrimage would see that it was shipped home. For very valuable finds, I'd signal home and Father would send a small ship.
Haystrom was a war zone. How did you salvage gear in the middle of all that?
These suits have more pockets than you think. Quarians have learned how to salvage whatever we can, whenever we can.
Okay.
Within reason. We're not Vorcha, but we repair what most people would throw away. Hundreds of the ships in our fleet were salvaged wrecks, either found dead in space or purchased for next to nothing.
Interesting.
Does that salvaged gear give you a clue as to what happened here?
No, I don't know. Shepard, I checked everything I sent here. I passed up great finds because they might be too dangerous, prone to uncontrolled reactivation or self-repair. I don't know which possibility is worse. That I got sloppy and sent something dangerous, or that Father actually did all this.
I understand that. Let's do the hacking.
This is valuable.
Ooh, get shield strength. I like it. Quarry lock.
Who's running the system diagnostic? I didn't authorize. Oh, Keela. How many get their networked?
All of them. Rail Zora.
Shut it down. Shut everything down. They're in the system.
Hey, Rizrella. Alright, look away. Thank you for stopping by.
We've got trouble.
Oh.
Go get him, Jatika. Go for
That it. Another quarry lock here. And a wall safe.
Lockdown navigation. Weapons are offline. Our mistake won't endanger the fleet. They're burning through the door. I don't have much time. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Jonah, if you get this, be strong for Daddy. Mommy loves you very much.
Oh no. Pretty disturbing.
incoming.
Talking about being disturbed.
Combat drone ready.
Oh no. Need more. I can see you. Damn, how many get are on this ship?
Last one! Light 'em up.
Well, we definitely can confirm that there are a lot of active Geth on here. What's going on here?
This console might have something. Most of the data is corrupted, but a few bits are left. They were performing experiments on Geth systems, looking for new ways to overcome Geth resistance to reprogramming.
So what do you think of this?
Testing weapons on the Geth was right?
It's not testing weapons on prisoners, Shepard. I only sent Father parts. Even if he assembled them, they wouldn't be sapient. You saw what Saren and Sovereign did with the Geth. Any research that gives us an advantage is important.
Do you know what kind of tests your father was running?
No, Father just told me to send back any Geth technology I could find that wasn't a direct danger to the fleet. I suspected he might be testing weapons, but I thought he was just working on new ways to bypass shields or armor.
Could any of that data clear your name?
Doubtful. This is mostly results data, effects of different disruptive hacking techniques.
Okay.
I don't understand all of it. But they may have been activating the Geth deliberately. I don't know. Nothing here says specifically, but if they were, then Father was doing something terrible. What was all this, Father? You promised you'd build me a house on the homeworld. Was this going to bring us back home?
Maybe it's time for your people to let go of reclaiming your world from the Geth.
You have no idea what it's like. You have a planet to go back to. My home is one pole breach away from extinction.
You've got a place here, Tali. Don't throw it away in a war you don't need.
Don't need? Shepard, if I don't wear a helmet in my own home, I die. A single kiss could put me in the hospital. Every time you touch a flower with bare
glasses.
Inhale its
Well,
fragrance
thank you
without
for
air
watching.
filters. You're doing something I can't. Damn the pilgrimage. Without it, I might never have known what I was missing, what we had lost when we lost our home
Some
world.
space action is definitely better than some schedule action.
Have the Quarians considered colonizing a new world?
We'd have enough difficulty reacclimating to our own native environment. Adjusting for exposure to a foreign colony would be even harder. It's the difference between 60 years and 600. For anyone alive now to watch a sunset without a mask, we must take back our home. At the very least, we can take back one ship. Come on.
Okay. Obviously, she's very passionate about it. More fighting. Got attacked from there. How rude. Garrus is dead already. Fuck's sake. I'm in trouble.
Hacking their system.
Bad. Damn it! Oof. I'm trying to make a stream schedule, but as soon as I went to Twitch, it was like, hey, watch Echo, like right now. Oh, right. I'm not supposed to be killing everyone. Let's look around a little bit. The credits and another Quarian lock.
First entry. Our hacking attempts failed. The Geth have an adaptive consciousness. Hack one process and the others autocorrect. Still, we're making progress. Rail Zora is convinced we'll have a viable system in less than a year. This weapon will put our people back on the homeworld, and it's all because of Rail Zora.
Okay, what's going on here?
Father! No. You always had a plan. Masked life signs or an onboard medical stasis program, maybe. You wouldn't.
Interesting,
They're wrong.
Titan Colossus.
You
Yeah,
wouldn't
try
just
it
die
out.
like this.
Good.
You wouldn't leave me.
Hey, come here.
Damn it. I'm sorry.
You got nothing to be sorry about.
Maybe he would have known I'd come. Maybe he left a message.
Maybe. Poor Talis.
Try to stop their VI processes from forming new neural links. Make sure Hangel and Darozen see the data. They must.
Thanks, Dad.
He knew you'd come for him. He was trying to help you. It's not perfect. It's not what you wanted. But it's the best he could do.
I don't know what's worse. Thinking he never really cared, or thinking that he did, and that this was the only way he could show it. It doesn't matter. One way or the other, I cared. And I'm here. And we're ending this.
Okay. Hi, G-Freak. Okay, I think I've got everything. Oh, that is a big death.
Eyes up front.
Uh-oh. Oh, look at this. Big motherfucker. Whoa. Not a big fan. Whoa. Do it.
Enemy combat drones.
Go head to head and I killed you. Get evidence.
This console is linked to the main hub Father mentioned. Disabling it shut down any Geth we missed. It looks like some of the recordings remained intact. They'll tell us how this happened, what Father did.
Are you okay?
You sound like you don't really want to hear it.
No. We have to. I know. I just... This is terrible, Shepard. I don't want to know that he was part of this.
Do we have enough parts to bring more online?
Yes, the new shipment from your daughter will let us add 2 more Geth to the network.
We're nearing a breakthrough on systemic viral attacks. Perhaps we should inform the Admiralty Board, just to be safe.
No. We're too close. I promised to build my daughter a house on the home world. I'm not going to sit and wait while the politicians argue.
We'd have an easier time of it if Talis Zora could send back more working material.
Absolutely not. I don't want Tali exposed to any political blowback. Leave Tali out of this. Assemble new Geth with what we have. Bypass security protocols if need be.
It sounds like he was doing this for you.
I never wanted this, Shepard. Keela, I never wanted this. Everything here is his fault. I tried to pretend it didn't point to him, but this... When this comes up in the trial, they'll... We can't tell them. Not the Admirals, not anyone.
But we need to use
Tali,
this.
without this evidence, you're looking at exile.
You think I don't know that? You think I want to live knowing that I can never see the fleet again? But I can't go back into that room and say that my father was the worst war criminal in our people's history. I cannot.
Rail Zora doesn't need you to worry about him anymore. You heard him say he didn't want you to be caught in the politics.
You don't understand, Shepard. They would strike his name from the manifest of every ship he ever served on. He would be worse than an exile. He'd be a traitor to our people, held up for children as a monster in a cautionary tale. I can't let all the good he did be destroyed for this, Shepard.
We're not gonna decide anything here. Let's see what the admirals say once we get back.
You're my captain in this hearing, Shepard. It's your decision. But please, don't destroy what my father was. Come on. If we wait too long, they'll decide we're already dead, and none of this will matter.
Okay.
We need to face facts. There has been no war. There is no reason to think Talis Zora survived.
We survived.
It sounds like the hearing is already underway.
Run.
Sorry we're late.
Yes.
Talis Zora Vas Normandy saved the Alarai. I hope this proves her loyalty to the Quarian people.
Her loyalty was never in doubt, only her judgment.
Perhaps Talis Zora can offer something to encourage more trust in her judgment.
Did you find anything on the Alarai that could clarify what happened there?
So she doesn't want us to reveal the evidence.
Shepard, please.
Does Captain Shepard have any new evidence to submit to this hearing?
Tali helped me defeat Saren and the Geth at the Citadel. That should be all the evidence you need.
I fail to see what relevance...
You're not really interested in Tali, are you? This trial isn't about her. It's about the Geth.
This hearing has nothing to do with the Geth.
You want people to sympathize with them. Han Garel wants to go to war. None of you care about Tali. She knows more about the Geth than any other Quarian alive. You should be listening to her, not putting her on trial.
Yes, tell her, Shep.
Saved the Citadel. She saved the Alarai. She showed the galaxy the value of the Quarian people. I can't think of stronger evidence than that.
Are the admirals prepared to render the judgment?
Yeah, Dantes. Totally agree.
Talis Zora, in light of your history of service, we do not find sufficient evidence to convict. You are cleared of all charges. Commander Shepard, please accept these gifts in appreciation for you taking the time to represent one of our people.
If you appreciate me, then listen. The Reapers are coming. I'm going to need your help to stop them. Please don't throw away your lives against the Geth.
Thank you, Commander Shepard. I hope this board carefully considers your advice.
This hearing is concluded. Go in peace, Talis Zora Vas Normandy. Kila Salai.
Kila Salai. We did it! We cleared Tali.
I can't believe you pulled that off. What you said. I've never had anyone speak like that on my behalf. Thank you for being there for my father and me. Even when... Thank you.
You're not disappointed.
I can still go back in and get you exiled if you want.
Thanks. But I'm fine with things like this. It's fun watching you shout.
Tali, about what your father said. What he did. You deserved better.
I got better, Shepard. I got you.
Come on, Talis Zora Vas Normandy. Let's get back to our ship.
Thank you, Captain.
No, it's this.
Oh. Press F. Level up. Talis Zora has been cleared of all charges, and her trust in Shepard ensures her loyalty on the mission. Political ramifications of Quarian war efforts against Geth are troubling. Likely to need Quarian forces against Reapers. Cannot risk additional instability. Tali power unlocked. Tali new outfit. Gas shield strength. Yeah, that is a great line, Dantes. Credits Palladium. Let's talk to Talis back on the Normandy and see what she has to say to us after that. Okay. Oh, we can check out the new research thingies. Tech damage. Tech cooldowns. Geth shield strength. Nice. And go down to engineering.
Keela, I'm sorry I dragged you into Quarian politics. All that infighting, seeing what my father did. You were the only one there for me, Shepard. The only cover I had against that storm. Thank you.
I imagine they're trying to fill your father's spot on the Admiralty Board. What will that do to the balance of power?
I have no idea. Being exiled might have made it easier. A few people are suggesting me as a candidate. Replacing an admiral takes time, though. You may not have noticed, but Quarians like to debate.
Are Quarian politics always like that?
No. Sometimes it can actually get unpleasant. We're a very social people, Shepard. We have to be, to make up for being stuck in these suits. And part of that means getting involved in each other's business.
The whole trial was insulting. You should have had time to mourn your father.
I don't think life is about what you deserve. But my father would be honored that I chose to mourn him by blowing up a lot of Geth. I should get back to work. But thanks for checking on me.
Sure, Tal. Always. Anything
Shepard,
else?
What can I do for you?
Have you got time to talk?
I really need to clean up this engine. Maybe
I'll let
later.
you work.
Talk to you later.
Okay. Anything else from Jack, maybe? Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Hey.
What's happening?
Shepard, we talked enough. You're just pissing around. No hard
Okay.
feelings, but I don't
I
want to
should
play.
go.
Whatever.
Okay, fine. No pissing around. Let me check if I have any unread messages. I have. From Elusive Man. Shepard, I received word of the attack. This feels like a direct insult from the collectors and a sign that we've gotten them scared. The loss of your crew is devastating, but remember that they signed on for this mission knowing the risk. Miranda has likely argued for delayed rescue efforts until you're fully prepared to go through the Omega-4 relay. I know you're eager to leave, but rushing off would be a disservice to your crew's sacrifice. When you are ready, you'll have my full support. Get it done, Shepard. Nobody else can. Thank you from my daughter, Diana. Commander Shepard, Aria Chilo told me where to send this. I'm Nev's mother, Diana. We talked when you came to investigate her death. Aria has also told me that a dead Asari woman was found in one of the wealthy apartments, that she was the one who killed my daughter. Thank you. I don't know who brought you into my life, but thank you for avenging my daughter. My Neff deserved better than this. I couldn't give it to her, but you at least killed the bitch who took what little she had away. Gratefully, Diana. So we have Legion's loyalty mission to get his allegiance. See? Hello, Spellcaster. How are you doing? We have something about non-alien races.
In the early 2160s, the Alliance began...
Yeah, about Reaper indoctrination. That's where you hear about
indoctrination is an insidious means of corrupting organic minds, reprogramming the brain through physical and psychological conditioning, using electromagnetic fields, infrasonic and ultrasonic noise, and other subliminal methods. The Reaper's resulting control over the limbic system leaves the victim highly susceptible to its suggestions. Organics undergoing indoctrination may complain of headaches and buzzing or ringing in their ears. As time passes, they have feelings of being watched and hallucinations of ghostly presences. Ultimately, the Reaper gains the ability to use the victim's body to amplify its signals, manifesting as alien voices in the mind. Indoctrination can create perfect deep cover agents. A Reaper's suggestions can manipulate victims into betraying friends, trusting enemies, or viewing the Reaper itself with superstitious awe. Should a Reaper subvert a well-placed political or military leader, the resulting chaos can bring down nations. Long-term physical effects of the manipulation are unsustainable. Higher mental functioning decays, ultimately leaving the victim a gibbering animal. Rapid indoctrination is possible, but causes this
we
decay
did the
in
loyalty
days or
missions
weeks.
for Vane,
Slow,
Samara,
patient
and
indoctrination
Tali today.
allows the
Spellcaster.
thrall to last for months or years.
And the Normandy was attacked by the Collectors. That as well.
Humans detected Aiea as vast in natural beauty as it is in threat. The purple and gold nebula called the Perseus Veil forms the natural border between Geth space and the Terminus systems. The Veil's total opacity prevents Council intelligence from surveying Geth activity. Theoretically, the Geth could be preparing a devastating attack against which the Council could be defenseless, or the Geth could have died out, so that the defense budget against them could be gaining the Alliance nothing but economic ruination. Despite fears of Geth, prospectors do occasionally mount salvage ventures inside the Veil. One ended in tragedy. Using technomental domination, the Geth drew the team into the Veil before aiming them back as husks at the organic society that produced them. A leak-classified Spectre report claims that the Dreadnought Sovereign, commanded by ex-Spectre Sarin Arterius and crewed by Geth, hid near the Veil before initiating the 2183 Citadel attack. The Collector's particle beam weapon is strangely crafted, possessing few moving parts, lacking any obvious means for disassembly, and containing organic parts. The amount of energy required to create a destructive beam is several orders of magnitude more than the energy required to launch a physical projectile at high velocity via a mass effect field. Lacking any clear ammunition or fuel source, the device likely uses heat sinks or compensators to maintain firing during sustained combat. Current Cerberus efforts to understand the technology and replicate it have failed. Still in its experimental stages, the M622 Avalanche generates a Bose-Einstein condensate within a mass effect bubble, which dissipates on impact, violently spraying the condensate outward and coating the target in a near absolute zero superfluid. The Avalanche is unreliable, at times merely coating its target with ice, defacing exposed skin and freezing armor joints. Such low temperatures cause great damage to electronics like kinetic barrier emitters, which sometimes leads to total systems failure. At the other extreme, the Avalanche freezes flesh and bone, causing massive trauma as blood vessels constrict and frozen blood expands. Occasionally, such iced tissue shatters. Medigel is a common medicinal salve used by paramedics, EMTs, and military personnel. It combines several useful applications: a local anesthetic, disinfectant, and clotting agent all in one. Once applied, the gel is designed to grip tight to flesh until subjected to a frequency of ultrasound. It is sealable against liquids, most notably blood, as well as contaminants and gases. The gel is a genetically engineered bioplasm created by the CERTA Foundation, a medical technology megacorp based on Earth. Technically, Medigel violates Council laws against genetic engineering, but to date, it has proved far too useful to ban. Based on existing technology, the ML-77 is a rapid-fire missile launcher using seeking projectiles. Each projectile features a friend or foe recognition system, ensuring it will find a hostile target even if the user's aim is not completely accurate. The weapon excels at taking out snipers and other entrenched enemies in dense urban environments. This makes it popular with mercenary groups, particularly the Blue Suns mercenary band. Missile launchers
I'm sorry, Sparkcast, I just got a pretty bad headache.
But their point of manufacture
and I think I will actually end the stream after this. I just wanted to go through
due
this.
to Fabrication Rights Management, FRM, technology.
Just wanted to go through the codex entries. Don't know what triggered the headache, but it's pretty bad right now. So I think this will be it. We did a lot of things. Missing only is Legion's loyalty mission. Then we have some side quests that are pretty quick. And then actually there will be the last mission. So that means next